Hey, yo, what's good, here, players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden 21 franchise mode. And we are back once again. Game here in week 16. It's another 1 o'clock game featuring the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now, both of these teams have important things intact. The Cleveland Browns can clinch the longest active playoff drought with a win. The New York Jets can get themselves 1 win away from an unbeaten season with a win. Now, I know both of these teams really want to get that done, but only one team can get 1 win closer to something before the season's over. But if you haven't seen the rest of the games here in week 16, be sure to re-watch those games so you won't miss it. And don't forget to check out the rest of the season, just in case if you missed everything. And if you're new to the series, welcome aboard. And make sure to watch the entire series fully through from the very beginning, so you won't miss a single game, because this series will be stayed on this Madden 21 playlist even if we move to something new. So then you won't miss not a single thing that happened. Now here's the NFL playoff picture. You already know the New York Jets are the current number 1 seed. The first round bye is far from locked up. And the Cleveland Browns, they're currently the 6th seed. They still don't have a playoff spot locked up yet. If they end up not winning this game, then they're gonna have to go to week 17 to try to clinch a playoff berth. And I'm pretty sure the Browns do not want to do that, so we're gonna see what happens. Let's head down to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Can the Browns break that longest active playoff drought? Or can the New York Jets get themselves 1 win away from an unbeaten season? Let's find out.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel.
And there's another look at the AFC playoff picture.
Should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns.
And you already know the Jets still need to clinch that first round bye. The Browns still need to clinch the playoff berth.
Everyone with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
All right, so the Browns, they will kick it off to the Jets to start the game. So you already know who's coming out there. It's the number 1 passing leader. D Sharp will lead this Jets offense out to begin it as we're underway from MetLife Stadium. And the Jets will begin their opening drive at the 25. And here they come. Here comes that Jet offense, leading by the number 1 passing leader this season and could be the MVP once the season's over. And who may I ask? D Sharp. He is leading the quarterbacks in the passing yardage. He's been playing a tremendous season, and right after the season is over, he might become MVP. And on the first play, they hand it to Bell, and he's gonna pick up a gain of 9, gives it to the 34.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. It's D Sharp, and he's gonna find Willis. And let's not forget, he's still fighting for the receiving title. He gets a first down, a gain of 31.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't.
I almost forgot to remind y'all that Julian Willis is still fighting for that receiving title. One of the reasons D Sharp is getting him involved is because that receiving title is still on the line for these last 2 weeks. Here's Bell, and they're going to get him down at the 31. Gain of about 4.
In terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into
D Sharp with pressure, and he's going to find Young Buck. And he's got a jet first down.
14 on that one, and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
D Sharp throwing again, and he finds Willis again. And they're going to get him down at the 2-yard line. And just like that, it's a first and goal for New York.
It's another first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back. Usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week. And
he's Sharp looking around. He's trying to run, and he's going to go down. And it's Myles Garrett was the one to get there.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy?
He's Sharp, and he's going to find Bell out of the backfield, and he's got a jet touchdown.
Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass is young quarterback.
Now, with that is touchdown pass number 67 for D Sharp. Number 67.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown.
An extra point is good, and the Jets take a 7-0 lead.
It's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here's Landry on a return. And they're going to get him down right at the 28-yard line. So the Browns set to take over. And here comes Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, it's Williamson.
They're going to get about 3.
And they're going to get him down after a gain of 3 to the 31. And those were Williamson's stats in the last game.
21 carries, 118 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
From the 31,
Mayfield, and that one's going to be complete. It's Landry. And they're going to get him out of bounds at the 44.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Mayfield, and he's going to be brought down.
Too much as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They're in some hot water now after
So
that
second
sack.
and
It's
21 after that sack of Mayfield.
Another try after the first down.
And
sack.
Mayfield sacked again.
Under pressure again.
And it's
down
Avery
he goes
Williamson
again.
was the one to get him.
By Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
You got to understand about that Jet defense. They know how to get after these quarterbacks. That's why they're the number 2 defense.
Staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going for
Mayfield
the deep ball.
looking for Hardaway Jr. and it's incomplete.
It falls down incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter.
So the
but
Browns are going to
all the
punt it
same.
away on 4th down. And no return here. This one's going to be a touchback as the Jets will start at the 20.
For a touchback.
20-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And here's
as
another
the Jets
look
come
at the
back
AFC
out on
playoff
offense.
picture.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL.
First and 10. It's Bell.
And play to win each and every game.
And they're going to get him down at the 32 for a first down.
He gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
2-yard line.
Now you got to understand, this Jet offense is pretty well.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
D Sharp. Oh, and what a catch by Griffin for a Jet first down, which brings the first quarter to a close.
On EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
Now, like I said before, this Jet offense loves to throw the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to
D-Sharp's going to throw again for Young Buck, and he's got it. And they're going to get him down at the 35 for another first down. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have watched this Jets team do their 14 straight victories of how they win games. Like, they just attack the defense. No matter what defense they're in, they just attack them.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
D Sharp, and he's going to find Bell out of the backfield. And the drive will continue. Another first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
D Sharp, and he's going to find the rookie Mims. Touchdown Jets.
Denzel Mims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8.
Extra point is good, and the Jets take a 14-0 lead.
Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Landry's not going to return this one, as this one's going to be a touchback.
It's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They go
1st and 10.
Mayfield.
Mayfield slings it deep for OBJ. Odell Beckham to the house. Touchdown Cleveland.
Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation.
Extra point is good, and Cleveland answers that just like that. It's 14-7.
In advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
What an answer by Cleveland. The Jets have scored on 2 possessions. The Browns answer right back with a touchdown of their own. And here's Davis. And they're going to get him down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now,
and here comes that Jet offense once again.
Starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
And here's Bell. And they're going to get him down at the 30-yard line. A gain of about 2.
There to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
D Sharp, and he's going to find Denzel Mims, and he's going to pick up a 1st down, a gain of 22.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
D Sharp just continues to do what he does. He continues to pile on the passing yardage. He just continues to do what he does. And D Sharp, he's going to get rid of this one.
He just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now that's only his 1st incompletion of the game, though. That's the crazy part. Only his 1st incompletion. D Sharp, and he's gonna find Julian Willis. He's got a Jet touchdown.
Jets will extend their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing?
You have got to be kidding me with this. This is absolutely insane the way D-Sharp is throwing the ball. Like, this is crazy. Like I said, they run a couple of times, but they mostly throw it. Usually, sometimes it's supposed to be a running league, but it's also a passing league. And that's what this Jets team has been doing this season. They've been throwing the ball, connecting with their receivers, and just scoring at will. Now they're up 21-7 now.
Offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind
First
you.
and 10, it's Williamson. And Williamson with some room left side. And he gets this across midfield at the 45. First down, Cleveland.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third.
Mayfield, and that one is dropped. He had Hardaway Jr.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Going up top.
Mayfield, deep ball, and it's dropped again. He was trying to go to Hardaway Jr.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's going to look
Mayfield
for Beckham
looking for Beckham in the end zone, and that's not the way.
And incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball,
Mayfield was trying to go to OBJ for a second time, but the Jets defense denied it. And Young Buck's going to make a fair catch. They're going to signal it right at the 14. And here comes D-Sharp back out there again. And he's had a tremendous performance. 3 touchdown passes already. How much more can he get?
Game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him.
And here's Bell.
And he'll be
And they're going to get him down at the 21, which brings this one to the 2-minute warning.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
D-Sharp slings it again. He finds Young Buck. And he's going to continue this drive with the first down.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he finds Denzel Mims.
And
he's tackled inside the 40. And another Jet first down.
The hook up there, and it's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Oh, Willis. He had it, but he dropped the pass.
Looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
D-Sharp slings it again for Young Buck. He's got a Jet touchdown.
All the way
And that's number 4 for D Sharp.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL?
I can't believe this. Like,
He's
this
been
is
doing it for about,
crazy.
7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's
The
doing it.
Cleveland Browns are getting decimated on the pass game. D Sharp can't believe it. This is unbelievable. He is basically getting everybody involved. Touchdown to Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown to Mims. Touchdown to Willis. Touchdown to Young Buck. How many more can he get? I don't understand. It's 28-7 now. The Jets are letting the Browns know that you're going against a team that knows how to connect with their receivers. They've been playing good all season. They're trying to get ready for the postseason.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with still more
Because you already know, if the Jets clinch the first round bye, then the road to the Super Bowl will go through right here at MetLife Stadium.
You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Mayfield throwing for Austin Hooper. He's got it.
And he'll be taken
And
down,
he's
but not
taking
before
down,
they work it
getting this across midfield.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this.
Mayfield with pressure, and he throws it away. And not only that, the flag comes out.
They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Mayfield on second down.
Going deep here.
Mayfield going downfield. Oh! Landry almost caught that, but he dropped it. Now it's third down.
Pressure in his face. It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mayfield gets hit as he throws, and it's intercepted by Marcus May. And he takes this to the 45-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Oh, baby, that pass was not bad. That pass was bad. I'm not even gonna lie. That pass was not good at all. Because it looked like Mayfield was trying to go downfield to Hardaway Jr. But that pass did not look good at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's gonna find Bell. And Bell, he's going to get down, and the Jets are going to call their timeout, and it looks to me that they're going to go for a field goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
A 53-yarder.
53 yards out.
And Myers' kick is good to extend the lead to 31-7 at halftime. This Jets team looked pretty dominant against the Cleveland Browns.
The coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Up next, we're going to be up in Baltimore as the Ravens looking to get win number 13 on the season against the New York Giants. Then we're going to be up in Houston, the Texans still fighting for their playoff lives as they host Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now, guys, let me tell you something. Another week, another dominating performance by the Jets. they just continue to dominate no matter who they're taking on. They are up 31-7 against the Cleveland Browns. And like I mentioned, the Browns could clinch not only a playoff berth, but they could end the longest at the playoff drought. But they're trailing at this point. If they don't get back in the game, then they're going to have to go to week 17 to try to end that longest at the playoff drought. So let's see what happens in the second half. But the Jets, they're looking to remain unbeaten.
As we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind.
And here's Williamson. And Williamson breaking free. And Zion Williamson's going to take this to the house for a Cleveland touchdown.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Now that is how you start the second half.
Efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy.
And it looks like the Browns want to go for 2 points.
75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just
Mayfield and open is Hardaway Jr. for the 2-point conversion. And now it's down to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example.
And Davis, he's not going to return this one, and this one's going to be a touchback.
In the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game
here's
going.
Bell.
And he takes us up to the
He's
40-yard
brought down
line
at the
before being
40-yard line. 1st down, New York.
the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries.
He's going to find Young Buck, and Young Buck is loose right side. He's going to score a touchdown, but the flag came out, so that might have been costly. That might have been a costly mistake. Wow, so eligible receiver downfield cost another touchdown for New York. I mean, they had the touchdown. All they did not need to do was go a yard downfield. And D-Sharp finds Young Buck again. And they're going to get him down inside the 30, continuing to push the ball downfield. The Cleveland Browns, oh my goodness, I have never seen them get this punished on the passing game. I'm pretty sure you saw the first half stat. The Jets were at 294 passing yards in the first half. Oh my goodness.
Here's Bell.
And here's Bell. And they're going to get him down at the 24.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
D-Sharp, and he's going to find Young Buck yet again. And they're going to get him down at the 3 for a 1st and goal. This is unbelievable. The Cleveland Browns are getting punished.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there?
Oh, he swung that one a bit too far.
he put just a little bit too much heat on that
He
one.
threw that one a bit too far.
Because you got to keep it away from the defender.
Because he's trying to go for 5 touchdown passes in the game.
2nd and 3.
And he's gonna get it. He finds Griffin. Touchdown, New York.
From 3 yards out, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have
And
called
that
it a
is now
frozen rope.
5 touchdown passes for D Sharp. He just continues to pour it on.
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Oh man,
And he's been a busy
extra
man,
point is
5 for
good.
5
It's
now as he knocks another one
38-15.
through to extend the lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York
Now
Jets
let me tell you
touchdown.
guys something. The Jets haven't even punted the ball yet. Let me tell you that. The Jets haven't even punted the ball yet. They haven't even punted the ball yet. They haven't. All of their possessions they have had have been touchdowns, and the Browns have had no answer. I mean, they've scored a couple of times, but it still hasn't been an answer.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a pass.
And here's Williamson trying to break free tackles. And he gets a gain of 3 on that carry.
Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And Mayfield, he's going to be sacked.
The Jets get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get
Even though Baker Mayfield tried to pump fake it, he should have at least gotten rid of the football.
Nice job, but when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mayfield looking deep. Hardaway Jr. and that's intercepted. Blesson Austin picks it. And the Jets are going to get the ball right back.
For opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard.
Wow. So Mayfield overthrows his receiver or underthrows his receiver, and the pass got intercepted. And here's Bell. And he's going to get this to the 34 after an 8-yard rush.
Nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
D Sharp. And look who he finds again. It's Young Buck. And he's going to get this inside the 35.
What a game it's been for this duo.
And Baker Mayfield cannot believe it. He cannot believe it. Like, this is insane. He has never seen his defense get this much decimated in the passing game. Basically ever. Because, like, this is crazy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
D Sharp looking around. Oh! Did you see that? Young Buck was right there. How did he not catch that? Yo, I know Young Buck was wide open. It looked like it because when D Sharp threw it, it was just a tip drill going on. And D Sharp's gonna find Bell, and he's got a Jet touchdown. Another one.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw. So
well,
he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
Guys,
like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions
if you could tell by the scoreboard what this means, if you could tell by the scoreboard what this means, I'm not even sure if the Browns have enough time to get back in it. But yeah. So by the look of the scoreboard, you already knows what this means. I'm gonna let y'all know after the end of the game, because this is unbelievable the way this Jet team came out and played.
Here's Landry.
Like, they just came out focused.
Across the 25 and down at the 28.
They were letting the Browns know that if they're trying to click the playoff spot, they're not gonna go through us to do it.
This passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams.
Oh my goodness! And Williamson didn't even have a chance to run.
They've got to get their timing back.
That's going to go as a loss of 4. And it'll
A
be
loss
second
of
down.
4 that
You gotta
time.
figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Mayfield, and he's gonna find Williamson out of the backfield.
Right side.
And they're going to get him down at the 37.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And with that, that's going to do it for the third quarter of action.
Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know the Jets are looking like that they are on their way to another victory. Mayfield downfield, and it's not the way. He was trying to go to Hardaway Jr., but instead, 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They have no choice, and Williams is going to get the first.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers.
And Mayfield, he is sad.
Too much as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Mayfield gets hit as he throws again, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll let it go.
Mayfield looking for Beckham, and it's incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to try and
Mayfield going deep again. It's Hardaway Jr. this time. And they're going to get him inside the 20.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline.
Mayfield, and that's not the way.
And they still made it work.
He was trying to go to Austin Hooper.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Mayfield, and he is sad. My goodness. He just can't get a break back there.
This offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mayfield looking around, And he tries to throw it away, but the flag comes out. So now they're gonna, not only they're gonna lose the down, but that's gonna back them up.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there.
And now the Browns are gonna have to go for it again to try to keep the game alive. And that's not gonna happen. It's incomplete. The Jets are gonna get it back.
Unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are gonna get the football back.
Because the New York Jets are going to be on their way to another win. Their 15th win they're about to get.
First down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Because the way they just put on their performance.
These guys right around 20 or under that, if they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
D-Sharp with pressure coming at him, and it's incomplete.
But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And 8 yards to go.
On
3rd down. And D-Sharp's going to find Young Buck again. And he's got another touchdown. They are just continuing to score. Man, guys, I literally have no words for this Browns team because they are just ice cold defensively, just ice cold. Like they have not stopped this Jets offense yet, and it's one of the reasons why they're getting blown out. I mean, everybody's scoring touchdowns. Bell, Griffin, Willis, Mims, Young Buck. It's just all over the place. Like, it's just all over the place.
The kickoff unit is out on the field,
and with that total, that is now 7 touchdowns for D-Sharp on the game, I suppose. We're going to have to check out of the game because this is crazy.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
Mayfield, he's going to find Williamson out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down at the 39.
There could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Mayfield, and he is sacked. My goodness. And it's CJ Mosley was the one to get there. Mayfield, and he's going to get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly.
Mayfield, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
And here's Young Buck on the return.
And he goes out of bounds.
And he's going to go out of bounds at the 44.
Yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. They'll start out on the ground.
And they're going to run it with Bell.
Nice,
and they're going to get him down at midfield at the 50.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play.
So I'm pretty sure one more first down for New York is going to seal the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the
D-Sharp. Oh, that one could have been caught.
17 seconds now on the clock here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
3rd and 4.
In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flush to his right.
And D
that's
Sharp
gonna be
slings it incomplete.
12 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the
And
scoreboard, they're
D
going to
Sharp
keep
and the
the
Jets,
offense
they're
out
gonna
there
stay out there
and
to go for
here
it
on fourth.
on 4th down. And who else would D Sharp
Wide
find?
open
He
receiver
finds Young
complete.
Buck
And
again.
they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And guys,
They'll wind up
the
getting
New
11
York
on that
Jets
one.
are
And on
now
4th down,
one
they're able to
win
convert and move the
away
sticks.
from making it a perfect season. They're going to win 52 to 15, and they are now 15 and 0. The Jets are now one win away from a perfect regular season. And unfortunately for Cleveland, they fall to 10 and 5, and they're gonna have to go to Week 17 to try to force a playoff berth in the AFC.
So for the Jets, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15 and 0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10 and 5. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
And yes, it was. You saw it. He threw 7 touchdown passes. He threw 7. Like I said, the Browns they just couldn't
Scouting
stop
points
him.
are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Like I had said during the game, the Browns couldn't stop him. 7 straight possessions, 7 scores. 7 scores. That is the most amount of scores I've ever seen the Jets score in one game without even punting the ball. Without even punting the football. That is just crazy. Now they could have punted on that fourth down, but they was like, nah, let's go for it. And of course they got it. Like, look at this. D Sharp 7 touchdown passes on the game. 492 yards passing. He only got sacked 1 time. Baker Mayfield threw for 197. He played a good game. 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions thrown. Not a good way to finish it off, especially when you're going against an unbeaten team like the Jets. Here's the running game. Zion Williamson, 6 carries for 110 and a touchdown. And Le'Veon Bell ran 10 times for 68. Here's the receiving game, and this was one of the reasons why the Jets went on to victory. Young Buck, 9 catches, 256, 2 touchdowns. Julian Willis, 3 catches for 94 and a touchdown. OBJ, a catch for 75 yards and a touchdown. Denzel Mims, 3 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 4 catches for 61 and 2 touchdowns. RJ Hardaway Jr., man. The New York Jets locked him up. His only catch was for 56 yards, and that was it. Austin Hooper, his only catch was for 26, and that was it for him. Zion Williamson, 2 catches for 26. Ryan Griffin, 2 catches for 17 and a touchdown. And Jarvis Landry, his only catch was for 14, and that was it for him. That Jet defense locked the Browns wide receivers up. They locked them up. Except they gave up that touchdown earlier in the game, and then they gave up the rushing touchdown, but that still didn't matter. Meanwhile, so for the Jets, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season, y'all, as they're now 15 and 0 on the season. And in week 17, they'll have a chance to clinch that unbeaten season as they head to Foxborough for a matchup with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this is a rough time to take a loss like this when you're trying to get to the playoffs, as they fall to 10-5, and they will have a chance to rebound in their last game when they host Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, guys, the Jets put on a performance like I've never seen before. But if you guys enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it. I would definitely do appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you are new to see more episodes of this Madden 21 season, because I know you guys have been enjoying it. So, just make sure to keep on watching this Madden 21 season as it continues. And next game, we're going to be up in Baltimore. The Ravens, who are 12-2. Now, the thing is, the Ravens are the 4th seed and the Titans are the 3rd seed. If the Ravens can win and have the Titans lose in the Sunday Night Football game against Green Bay, then it's going to be a flip-flop in the 3rd and 4th seed with the Ravens and the Titans. But we're going to find out later on. But the Ravens, they get set to take on Daniel Jones and the New York Football Giants.